was what was happening to me.
From the beach. Let's talk about consciousness. My consciousness today is so much more up-leveled after being in the sun, after being on a good call to end the day. A couple things I noticed, you know what I mean? I'm at the grocery store. I wanted a glass bottle of water only. I settled with the Fiji water plastic. I'm in there. The fluorescent lights were crazy. All right. Speaking of plastic, this was in a plastic container, so I had to put a paper towel around it. So I was checking to make sure that there was no paper towel that was melted. All right. I also microwaved it. Okay. I did not put any suntan lotion on today. But hey, I actually like the feeling of my thighs being like hot. And then I was actually shivering a little bit after the beach, whether it was like, you know, that cold feeling afterward or what, but it was quite awesome. I made sure not to get a restaurant on the way home because I didn't want to get distracted with all the TVs and just the overall chaotic energy. I didn't want to wait for some shit expensive food. So I had the discernment to just keep on driving, and that was a really awesome decision so far. Cooking my own food with love, you know, touch a grain of salt, and some nice milk to go with it. Wherever the milk is. I mean, fucking good milk. You know, good milk. Right? But, you know, texting a friend in the car and really using my awareness to, you know, listen to what they were saying and then energetically speaking, you know, what I wanted to say back. So these are the little shifts. You know, now I am eating a little late, but I'm going to keep it light. I'm going to keep it slow. I'm going to keep it soft. And yeah, just my intention is to, you know, come with that, you know, peaceful day and close out your day nice and calm. Have a good night's sleep. And see if we can continue that consistency tomorrow. Because it feels good to get out of the house and move the body for me. That is massive. And some of that nerve pain and hot feelings in my head where I'm very sensitive to technology, but also socially, setting boundaries and getting space. So these are definitely things that I have to be extremely aware of. I told you guys about my posture. I told you guys about, you know, looking down at the phone and getting kind of lightheaded with the neck. So that needs to be better. But overall, these are some of the points that I found today that were helpful. To wrap it up, on my way home, I used some discernment and judgment to eat my own food, have a silent car ride, drink quality, what I know, water, unfortunately in a plastic bottle. What else? Just be aware of my posture and the information I'm taking in. The fluorescent lights in the grocery store, you know, getting away from that, you know, having a nice, soft, gentle light in here. like I said, the suntan lotion thing was kind of a funny thing. So just conspiracy theories, like not using those chemicals, right? Like not being in the bar, absorbing all the bright light with that, right? So the moral of the story is like what you absorb and take in. Yeah. So. But I'm thinking about it. If I went to the bar tonight and ate a shit quesadilla or a shit burger around some chaotic energy, I think things could have been different, right? Wednesday, June 26th. I went to bed feeling great, and then I said to myself, do I wake up naturally or do I set an alarm? And I was pretty much in that light dream state at 7:55 a.m. and both my alarms go off, and I was pretty exhausted, physically, mentally, just now. Took my long walk, took my cold shower. So I don't know. My mind started the day thinking about the market as it does. And I did look at it a little bit, but I said I gotta stop looking at this because I just started my day. It's just imprinted in my subconscious, and my goal today coming in was just like be open, be clear, have fun, but I know I could get pulled very logically. Something strange that happened this morning is, unexpected, unfamiliar things can happen in your field. Some guy that I Uber drove a year ago, texts me out of the blue, randomly, 7 a.m. Says, what are you up to today? Like, bro. Shit like that, it's like, oh man, like, what was that? What was that? Like, he don't have me on any social media or nothing. We haven't talked. Like, just random out of the blue. I mean, that type of shit is bonkers to me. And I'm being pretty neutral with him, but I don't know. I don't know, how I feel about it. Just gotta be open. But very sunburned. I was very hot and cold a little bit last night, but yeah, we got the fluorescent light hitting me, so I'm gonna stop this film now and maybe take another walk at this point because I'm feeling a little tired and restless still.